Well, good evening, folks, and welcome back to the farm. It is a beautiful evening out here. Just gorgeous. Probably about 5 or 6 degrees. If you just listen, you can hear the water tinkling off the roofs. Just wonderful. Beautiful day while we still have some snow to maybe crack out the snowmobile. You see it parked there? Where it lives is where it dies, unfortunately. The wife, while I was away at work today, thought it'd be a good idea to take the girls for a little bit of a ride, and you know, it is. It's a wonderful day for it. Anyways, it's stalled out right there, and I wish it were simple. I wish it were, you know, left the choke on and it just sputtered and died. I wish it was just, oh, it ran out of gas. No, it's a little bit, tiny bit more complex than that. Complex in such a way that I can't really fix it right there. So I'm going to empty out the garage or the shop here, get the side-by-side over and tow it into the shop. In order to get it in the shop, that means I've got to back the wife's Volkswagen out of here. Thank goodness this thing actually has a sunroof, because it allows me that extra inch of headroom so I can drive this thing quite comfortably. So some experiences I'm thankful for not having gained in my life, but one, I've never actually had to pull a skidoo, but I'm just assuming that track isn't going to want to move anywhere because, well, why would it? It's linked to a belt which is linked to the engine. So I use my phone a friend card. The guy I work with is big into sledding, and she told me just to disconnect the belt, and then it should free everything up here. I think it's on this side. Yeah, it's under here somewhere. Should be able to just pop it off of there, and Bob will be my mother's brother. See down in here, what's actually happened is this piece right here has come right off. So I think because the wife had it running with the choke on, it was probably sitting there rocking, idling, like just running like dog shit. Well, eventually that screw there backed out, and then off she pops. So you'd think I could just put that back in, right? Just screw that back in, but on the other side of this, all this crap is in the way. So I gotta take this spring-loaded screw out of there. I could probably do it right here. Probably. But if something goes wrong and that spring decides to launch itself over there, well, then I'm really sideways. So that's why I want to drag it in the shop. And then at least, you know, if something goes somewhere it shouldn't, it's contained. There you go, belt's off. I had to look at this and really think about it for a second or two, but you just push in on this. It allows that belt to drop down and loosen. And then you can just pop it right out of there. Man, I tell you, these dollies that I got from Princess Auto, is that ever a lifesaver? Oh man. It's actually Glenn Gillis, one of my regular viewers, that actually recommended I do this. So yeah, just got a set of 3. One goes under the back track. I mean, this is pretty obvious stuff for folks that own a skidoo, but for a guy like me that just found new and interesting ways to throw at his back, it was a pretty welcome addition. It's pretty awesome when a single guy can, I don't know what that thing weighs, but for one guy to be able to move that thing around just like that, that's right uptown. So I'm gonna leave that puppy right there where it needs to be, and I'll come back, maybe work on it when the kids go to bed tomorrow. I think the wife is going curling tomorrow, so once the kids go to bed, I'll have a couple hours to myself. I might as well come in here and see if I can't fix that and get it running again. But for now, I should probably get on with the rest of the chores. I got a pumpkin for the rams. I've only got 2.5 pumpkins. Well, 2 full-size pumpkins, 1 tiny little mini pumpkin. So So I'll give these ones to the rams. And then I got to pack a bunch of pails of grain over. I don't know what happened on the weekend there, if I didn't pack enough or what, but usually try and pack enough grain that I don't have to do anything during the week. But anyways, here we are. Was it Thursday? It's Thursday today, yeah. So I'm a little bit shy. Come on, fellas. Come have a little treat. Love that pumpkin-y goodness. I was quite surprised actually that sheep like pumpkin. I mean, I know chickens like it, but I was surprised how much sheep actually like it. I don't know if anybody's ever tasted like uncooked, unspiced, unsweetened pumpkin, but it kind of tastes like shit. But sheep sure seem to like it. So I got the sheep all locked back up, and the two little calves, of course. Locked back up in the barn. We've been doing that now for a couple weeks, thinking that one of the big old girls here with the swole up bags and the loose back ends is maybe gonna provide us with a little something, but all it is providing us with a lack of sleep, because we're getting up at night, and for what? So what's gonna happen eventually, you know, someday next week or something like that, when we're off in town, there's just gonna be 4 of them are just gonna want to go in one afternoon, and we'll end up with 9 or 10 lambs on the ground all at once. But that's just the way she goes, I guess. Well, I got the rest of the grain packed over here, and I just tossed them over a square bale too. That's one thing I'm doing. I'm bringing a square bale in, and I'm putting it in one of the little pens, trying to have a different pen every couple of days. And they can kind of lick that up, and whatever they waste, it just kind of becomes bedding or whatever. But I find if they're coming in here at night, and they're not getting fed at night, even though they get that bucket of grain, a whole bucket of grain to themselves, if they got no hay and they're up and they're active at all during the night for whatever reason, when I go to turn them out in the morning, they go off to that round bale and they'll just fold that thing inside out, and they just climb right all over it, and they're just terribly wasteful, right? So little square bale, tie them over, just no different than giving a guy a granola bar at 2 in the afternoon, I guess. All right, all the machines are back in the shop. Everybody's fed, tucked in for bed. I think it's time for me to do the same. Maybe make a cup of tea first and then crawl in. So I'll let you go for now. Hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.